So, where we're at is that we are in this second investigation. We're on a plane. On a plane. Basically, we're investigating. Somebody died in front of us. And, not great. Not a good time. Oh, let me actually... Where's my audio? Oh, hello? Mr. Audio? I guess I'll have to go over here. Let me... Oh, wait. You guys can hear that. Never mind. I have no idea if my audio is actually good or not. That's gonna bug me. Let me actually check. Let me actually... God, this is a really nice game, though. Even if I am bad at it. Because I am. I am extremely bad at it. Like, it just... really, not that great. But, what I really need to know is how my audio is. How my audio is. Me real quick. I have a feeling the audio for this game might be too loud. Let me turn it down. I have a feeling the audio for this game might be too loud. Let me turn it down. There we go. There we go. Let me mute you for 2 seconds. Let me mute you for 2 seconds. Okay, so it stopped there. Okay, cool. Okay, so it stopped there. Okay. Okay. Let me turn up my mic slightly. There you go. Should be better. Hopefully. Cool. I don't know why nobody can see my chat. Chat, why? Why can nobody see chat? That's annoying. That's really annoying. Oh well. Wow. Can I... my chat way to work. I should have named the stream doing everything to make everything work right and failing miserably. Cause like this is kind of embarrassing at this point. I don't know what to do about it. Like I should know how to stream. It's not like this is my first stream. This is what my 5th? My 6th? I don't know. How's my computer doing? Ooh, a little toasty, but we're chilling. We're vibing. Shadow the Hedgehog. How could you do this to me? I'm also gonna mute when I crunch on my chips chat, so you're not just absolutely blasted out of your ass by just, whoa. Just me crunch, crunch, crunch. I don't want to do that, do you? I'm too nice. I'm too nice. I can't do that. Is my gigantic mouse... See, here's the thing. With the new thing, let's see. Ah, it's not capturing my cursor. Wait, hold on. Is it not capturing my cursor? Is it capturing my cursor? I don't know. Of course my, No, it's not capturing my cursor. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Cool. Okay, that's nice just because the cursor on my screen is absolutely enormous. No, I can't restart any instances of OBS Studio. I can't do that right now. That would be a bad idea. I can't do that. I'm streaming. I can't. It's fine. I suppose I'll live without my chat showing up. I mean, I want to just, like, add browser chat. Okay. Can I? They never actually give you like like a tutorial for any of this. They're just like, go stream. And I'm like, yes, I will stream. How does all that work exactly? And they're like, you'll figure it out. There's that. Can I? Okay. Chat box widget. There we go. I don't know if that's working. At this point, I'm too tired to care. Whatever. I said, I give up. Okay, we should probably get started. Okay. We are at the airport. So, we basically, like, So we basically like went ahead. We're at the airport. We've landed. They still suspect that we might be a murderer. Because obviously they do. And oh, no, why am I changing my brightness? What is going on? Jesus Christ, this stream is a mess, chat. I am fighting for my life right now. I really am trying to figure out everything. Oh, dear Lord in heaven. Please let this not be my punishment, my eternal punishment, to be bad at video games and also bad at streaming. I turn this crap down just a little bit. And then let me turn you down just a little bit. So I'm not blasting your eardrums. Is that working? That working for you? Let's see. So I'm not blasting your eardrums. Is that working? That working for you? Let's see. So I'm not blasting your eardrums. Is that working? That working for you? Okay. Let's see. Good audio balance. We did it, chat. Okay. Cool. I get to do funny voices now. Yippee! There we go. I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Mrs. De Niro and Mrs. Meal, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Mrs. De Niro in private. Is it Miss? It's Miss. Nah, I can't read. That's fine. So I'm left wondering, just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. I'm pretty sure this is Francesca. I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth. It's her! It's the girl! Francisca, I thought you were still in Germany. I go where I am needed. Let's see if I can actually do a semi-okay accent for her. I'm a little nervous. She's gonna end up being a little funky by the end of this. This is fine. And wherever there are criminals to be caught. Her name is Francisca von Karma. A total and utter something. We'll see. The daughter of my mentor, Manfred. I almost called him Vanfred. Can you imagine me calling him Vanfred? Sorry, that's who he was in the Cars universe. Vanfred von Karma. Wait. That's the best character I've ever come up with, chat. Vanfred von Karma, with the last one being spelled C-A-R. So it's Vanfred von Karma. Oh man, I'll never get close to greatness like that again. Woo. The daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are. Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest. Where are your handcuffs? You gonna use that whip? Gonna tie me up? What? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. Which venue? Which venue we're talking, actually? I'm concerned. I'm curious. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day when a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal. Have you no shame? No, wait! This has all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim. Yeah, no, my man was knocked out. I don't know what you're talking about. He's not the one who did this. A misunderstanding. I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death. Francisca, do you honestly believe that I killed a man? Look at these weak gay arms. Do you think that I could possibly do such a thing? Ah, God. Love you, Edgeworth. I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I have investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then. Yeah, you don't even have handcuffs. You don't. You don't have any handcuffs. Like, 0 handcuffs. That's kind of important. You gonna get Gumshoe? Gumshoe, the man who's in love with me? You gonna get him to do that? That's as it should be. Ha! I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you, of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for. Bestie, that was your dad's creed, and he wasn't perfect. In fact, he forged evidence. So, I don't think I don't think you can say that. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe we don't. Maybe we get new family creed. Perhaps. Well, I have my own creed which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together? I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I had no intention to. Detective Gumshoe! Yes, sir? Too slow! No! Leave my man alone! Leave him alone! He's just trying to exist. Leave him alone, please. Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up. Understand? Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him? A simple yes or no, detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You just leave it to me. Miles Edgeworth. If you interfere with my investigation, I will arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me. Bye! Have fun going through security. Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Thank you, detective. At least somebody in this god-forsaken world cares about me. I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this. You are a big, strong man. So big, so strong. I have to admit I'm a bit curious as to what Francisca is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you. Okay. Let's talk to you. So, how was the initial investigation going? We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office. And we're taking statements now, sir. That sounds like Francisca. She was always good at quick responses to a case. Maybe she should be a firefighter. Nah, she couldn't lift anything above her head. Are you kidding me? I'd say she was a little too quick, sir. Oh, how so? I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow, when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking out orders at everyone. Sorry, every time I hear the word bark, I have to start barking. Start acting like a dog. It was kind of creepy, as though she knew there had been a murder or something. And had come in advance to wait your flight's arrival. Or maybe she's just my sister and she missed me, bro? I don't know. That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Plus, I still don't know why she's here in America. There must be some backstory to all of this. Miss Von Karma kinda just popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident. No details. It's kinda top secret, so she can't talk about it, even with me, sir. Oh, but look at those puppy eyes. You can't go for the puppy eyes? Just look how cute she is. Just a pat, pat, pat. Pat that baby. Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. God, that's... yeah, that's certainly something. We'll see. Oh, man. I got a notification on Discord. Oh, book club. I can't go to book club right now. I'm busy. I'm being a streamer, Game Grumps. I can't talk to you. Oh, hi, Bug! Hi! Hello! I see you. Yeah, you can just lurk. It's no big deal. We're just vibing. It's been a while since I streamed, so I'm trying to be a good streamer. But, yeah. So, yeah, with our whip, you say? Oh, hold on, I'm gonna eat a chip. Don't want to burst out eardrums with chip. That's the good stuff right there. Sorry for the people with misophonia. Misophonia? That's the word. I'm hungry. Doctor's appointment. Ooh. Went good, but I fasted for it thinking that I might need a blood test, and I was right. Alright. Plus, I doubt the top secret part is what stopped her from talking you to you, detective. Yeah, no, she's a huge lesbian. Could've told you that. Gigantic lesbian, actually. Although, I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine. I mean, considering the top secret documents that got stolen were from, what, 10 years ago? Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate. Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation. Starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh. Okay. Wow, a lot of people here. What a view of the planes preparing for takeoff. I want to ride a... No, that's not him. That's... I want to ride a plane someday. Something I clearly have never done before. I want to ride a plane someday and go overseas. Have you never been to another country before, detective? Nope, not yet, sir. I don't even have a passport. Oh, dude, somebody needs to get this guy a passport. But I've been saving up for that eventual someday. A penny a day, to be precise. A penny a day? Okay, you know what? That's fair. Gumshoe looks like a broke-ass bitch. Yeah, no, that's for sure. At that rate, he won't be making any trips until well after retirement. Then he'll be saving a whole $1 a day. Can I talk to small child? Thank you. This child seems to be happily enjoying the sight of so many planes. He seems autistic. Do you like trains as well, little boy? I'm all excited to see this many planes too. Just look at the size of all these things. Okay, Gumshoe. Okay, we've discovered that Gumshoe is not only let's see. He's a trans otter who's a beta, and now we found out he's autistic. Wow, this man full of things. Do you like planes too, mister? The balance between the main wings and the tail wings is really something, huh? Oh, this kid's definitely autistic. Huh, it seems that this child derives his pleasure from a different aspect. Again, stop implying the kid is autistic, we know. Oh, but I've also got this thing for the shape of the wings, too. Are you? Interesting. Here, mister, you can see it next to me. So I bet that plane's... Oh, yeah, no, this kid is absolutely autistic. Thank you, detective, for leaving me out of this conversation. Okay. Looking from behind, I think I've seen this man somewhere before. In Soviet Russia, world flags lunchboxes eat Jew. What? What? This isn't a Capcom game, right? What? Huh? I'm sorry. Did I just see a emoticon? What? Huh? I'm just gonna... What? Thank you, Catchy. Thank you. Thank you, Catchy. I appreciate your contribution. I forgot you were going to do that. You did that at the perfect time. You really did. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Have fun at your event. Oh, man. I'm just confused. What is this? Mr. Edgeworth, we've got to get him some water. Oh my god. What? Who? What? Huh? Thanks. But is this... Who is this guy? Ooh, I feel a wave of creative powers coming on. It's over 9,000. Chad, I found you. Thanks, Catchy. I appreciate it. Did I just find Twitch chat? Is this passenger Twitch chat? I think this passenger might be Twitch chat. Leet movie? Leet? Oh no. Oh god. No, 2000s. I'm genuinely concerned for this man. Phew! Good thing it was a false alarm, right, Mr. Edgeworth? So the Steel Samurai is finally getting a movie. Completely ignoring me as usual. Somebody help this poor dog of a man. He just wants pets. And my man is just a little guy. I never want to talk to that man ever again, actually. That was... Oh, yeah, no, what? What pet phase? Absolutely. That was insane. What was that? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Okay. Can I please talk to you? No. Talk. Thank you. Lunchland. Not bad. I guess it's gotten big enough to warrant its own branch shops. Ooh, I've always wanted to give their steak lunch a try. Which should I go with? I recommend our airport special, World's Flags lunchboxes, only available for a limited time. Uh-oh. What? What happened? Okay. Okay. I was just making sure. It showed me as starting over the stream again for some reason. And I was just like, huh? No, I'm not. I haven't changed that. No. Sorry for everybody who got viscerally scared at my at my customer service voice. We have a variety of lunchboxes made up to look like different countries' flags. If you really want one that badly, Detective, why don't you go ahead and buy one? Is that okay, sir? Thanks! Oh, all right. Then I'm really gonna get one. Here I go. Excuse me, miss. I'll take a Star-Spangled Banner lunchbox, please. You open the lid, it just goes ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I hope he's aware that that's the most expensive one on the menu. Checks out. This is America. It means it's gonna be real expensive. Okay. This man was in first class with me. He was quite shaken up by the whole affair. I'd be pretty scared too if I got caught up in a murder investigation, sir. I did it. I made it the whole flight. I'm not scared of turbulence anymore. This life vest is proof that I made it alive. It is now my prized possession. How could you just take that from the plane? It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. It's got nothing to do with a murder, at least. You know what, poor guy? That's fair. That's very fair. Can I talk to this lady? Oh, we've already done that. Do we need to go this way to talk to more people? Oh, this is on the plane. I like completing stuff, chat. So, you must be the captain. Why, yes I am, and who might you be? We're gonna make him swarmy. I am the prodigy prosecutor, Franziska von Karma, and I have a few questions for you. Don't you dare, Captain. Getting friendly with another woman? In front of me? Okay, we'll see how good this voice comes across, considering Meal... You'll see what I mean. She's possibly on Xanax. And, like, continually on Xanax. It's low-key, just weird. I'll never forgive you if you do. Jesus, Meal. What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy. I wouldn't bet money on our dear captain to be much of a reputable person. Sure you don't want to ask the captain some questions, sir? He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I'd like to leave that type of witness to Franziska and her whip. Yeah, that's fair. My guy is unfazed. He's like, damn. Oh well. Oh, it's this guy again. Okay, so we're in the lounge. Now see here! Oh, man, I forgot. I gave his I made him, like, French, didn't I? I made him French. Didn't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made him French. Okay. Ah! Sorry, I'm sorry! How long do you intend to hold me? It is impossible for me to be the criminal. I told you! Mr. LeBlanc. Oh, it is you! Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. Time is money. I don't even have 1 second of wasteful time to spend. You know what? I'm just gonna... Oh, yeah. Looks like we can't go beyond here, sir. Plus, the body has been sent off to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look outside before I talk to... There are a few copies of Sky Magazine in the magazine rack. This month's special. Oh, it looks like it's an English trivia quiz. Oh, I've got one. What starts with I? It means boldly rude and disrespectful. The answer is most definitely insolent. Time's up. Sorry, sir, but the correct answer is insolvent. Oh my god. Detective Gumshoe, don't tell me your English ability is at the same level as him. Listen, it's fine. He has dyslexia. He's autistic, dyslexic. He's an autistic dyslexic who's gay and an otter and a beta. He's got a lot going on. He's got a lot going on. But it's fine. It's fine. He's just chilling, you know? Okay. They've got a piano on this plane? Hey, do you think I could try it out, sir? I think he would know better than to randomly touch things at a crime scene, detective. Besides, I didn't know you knew how to play. Of course I do. I'm practically proficient. Considering your terrible use of words earlier. Yeah. Interesting. The things you learn about people on a daily basis. I can get dough and ready to come out just right, sir. Ah, Gumshoe, I love you. 2 notes does not a proficient pianist make, detective. It's okay, you love him anyway. Okay. Time to talk to this guy. Did you finish taking a statement yet? Yep, all done, sir. I do not concern if you are not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back. Right. If you make a single scratch on my art, you will pay. Art? What sort of art? Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small. From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts. Folk costumes. Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat. It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth. Oh, crap, it does. The piece of cloth that was in the suitcase that the body was moved in. I wonder if I can present that. Yeah. Mr. LeBlanc, can you please take a look at this for me? Oh, it's a Bordinian cloth! As I suspected, your hat is made of the same material, I suppose? Yes, of course. This fabric is so famous, orders come from over the seas for more. Okay, so we know that it's a Bordinian cloth. Then this is the cargo you were talking about earlier. No. My cargo this time is much, many gigantic. You, detective, when can I have my cargo moved? You can get your cargo back when we're done investigating, pal. The stubbornness of you police is no good. And it's no good that the attendant refuses to exit the attendant's room, too. That attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Mrs. Tenero. Interesting, so... yeah. What do you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc? She was taken into the attendant's room for her interview. And then they still have not come out. They make no sign of coming out either. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her. Why is Mrs. Tenero interview the only one that is taking up so much time? Oh, Francesca. Miles Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you? Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Mrs. Tenero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendant's room? Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances. I understand. You may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking. But you can't pull the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth. Oh. Here we go. Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here. In the very lounge, the body was discovered. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found, the only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect. I mean, yeah. The likeliest suspect, Francisca? Do you have a problem with that? No, but it's not like you have to use such vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute. Listen, she met up with Phoenix, right? And got into a whole thing with him, and it makes sense. It makes sense that she'd be a little bit more lenient. It makes perfect sense. Go on. I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend? Dang. You know what? I forgot that she's pretty much my sister. Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her line of logic. Fast. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Scene of the crime was here in the very lounge the body was discovered. I mean, technically we don't know that it was. Because the body was transported. We don't know where he died. Objection! Yep, got it. Bam! damn, I'm good with this. It would appear that you did not have all of the information you needed after all. And what does that mean? I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location. The killer used this suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all.
Objection!
Now who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions? Excuse me? All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth. Oh, wait, hold on. She's got a point. She's got a good point. She's got a very good point. I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem that I can't escape that easily. You should know better than that. Von Karma is perfect in every way. Flouts his hair. But did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point?
Objection!
As if there is proof of that. Actually, there is.
Take that!
Get took. The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Okay.
Take that!
This mark here, wouldn't you say that looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels? I suppose. Further, there's also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here. I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Objection!
Not so fast. This still doesn't put you in the clear. Not by a long shot. I mean, that's fair. Like, that's fair. Francesca's logic is kind of sound. I just have to call her out for it. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge, where you beat him to death. Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed into the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you have taken it from and pretended to be the discoverer of the body. Damn, Francesca, your logic is weird. Yeah. Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly. Just what are you insinuating? I mean, you did think of it on the fly. He's absolutely 1000% correct. You thought of it absolutely on the fly. But I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop. Okay. Let's see. It was taken out of its inflate display after the turbulence.
Objection!
The fact that you had took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared. Evidence and logic. Essential tools that those who would stand in a courtroom must learn to master. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix? A fake? Flashbacks from her dad? Well, it's not forged, this is fake. This Captain Ugo piggy bank is just such a fake. It is not the real murder weapon. What? The timing of when the bank was taken from the shop is important. And it was taken after the turbulence had occurred. But then what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that? I assume it was added after the murder when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did 3 things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then the killer proceeded to pick up the bank up from the floor and took it to the fabricated fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head. Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personages, in my pocket, to be precise. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Mr. Akbay Hicks. You there! Yes, ma'am. Other than this piggy bank, was anything else resembling a murder weapon found? We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence. And the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood. I see. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it appears your stall tactics are at an end. But it's possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir. If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I think the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody cloth. Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside that suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personages, or is still at the real crime scene.
Objection!
There is one more possibility, and that would be that the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon. But didn't we just... Let me finish! The killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence, by opening the lock on the display case door. And it was at that time that the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say that's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, don't you? Wow, that's a sentence. Perfectly reasonable line of reasoning? Dang. Let's see. So that means that the killer had the key to the display case. Francisca, the person you're talking about. Not so fast. I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying. Speaking of which, I recall that you also wished to speak to her. Yes. Very well, permission granted, but only if I can sit in on your interrogation. Do we understand each other? I have no intention of interrogating her, but you are welcome to accompany me if you so wish. Mrs. De Niro is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move. Okay. Jeez. I think I know which one is fucking Mills. So you're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission. Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. You know the flight attendant's manual? Was Francisca about to become a flight attendant? Wait. I love that idea. Wait, can you imagine Francisca going to flight attendant school and they're just like, you cannot whip the people on the plane. Why not? They are being foolish fools. Foolishly fools for foolish fools. Oh man, I love that idea. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that? Miss De Niro. Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too? Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did? All right. It's pretty easy to tell who sleeps in which bunk just by looking. I am almost certain that the well-kept one up top belongs to Miss De Niro. Ew, this bottom one is a giant mess. You sloven, squalid scoundrel of a man. Oh. Oh, shit, that was Francisca. I thought it was... I thought it was a boy Edgeworth. You dare to scrutinize a woman's bed and invade her privacy? Yow! There are some things in life best kept to yourself, detective. Huh, what's all this? What is all this junk inside these boxes? There's no rhyme or reason to any of it. That's our lost and found, Mr. Edgeworth. Gold crowns and swords and necklaces. It's like a treasure trove. Ah! I keep getting the voices wrong! I'm gonna eat some more chips. Hold on. There we go. Chips ahoy. Gold crowns and swords and necklaces. It's like a treasure trove in here, sir. The fact that these were left on the plane implies that they were carried onto it to begin with. Something tells me it's time for Go-You to send its metal detectors out for repairs. That makes sense. And what are inside these boxes? Oh, those are some souvenirs I bought in Virginia. Hey, you ever wanted to go to Virginia, but you decided to go to Virginia instead? That was a bad joke. Don't. That was a bad joke. Don't. There's so many! There's even a second box! Well, yes, I find that folklore from around the world does great things for my creativity. These suitcases certainly could have done with a whole lot less of your creativity. Yeah, they could have. And that's a weird suitcase, though. Man. I got stuff in my teeth. Okay. So those are the attendants' lockers, huh? Let's hurry up and examine them, sir. Why must men always be so rude? Besides, who exactly gave you permission to search through the attendants' lockers? Wait, detective! It would be uncouth of us to look at a woman's locker without her permission. Yeah, I guess so. Plus, I feel this murderous draft, and I sense a whip not far behind. Yeah, no, you don't want to get whipped by her again. I'm surprised that she's allowed to have a whip everywhere she goes. I feel like that's a little extreme. Oh, that's to get out. Meh. This door leads to the cargo hold. But I can't let you through without Mrs. Von Karma's express permission. That's not a bad way to handle this situation if it was any old case, but this isn't. So between you and Miss Karma, who's better at their— Oh no, Gumshoe! Why did you say that out loud? You're gonna get killed! No! Gumshoe! Oh, there is no comparison to be made, detective. None. Okay. Let's talk to her. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that? Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission. What do you mean? The captain, he only has ears for Cammy. I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seems to be rather taken with Mrs. Meal. Yes, and on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends. In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges. Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness. Miss Nero, is it? There is one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly. Yes, I was. And why were you there? Well, Why the sudden hesitation? Francesca seems to have struck a nerve. All I did was go check up on the shop, like I always do. You're saying that it was for work, then? Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise. After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct? Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell. Mrs. De Niro claims to have no reason other than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing. This. If you could please take a look at this for me, Mrs. De Niro. Oh, that suitcase! Yes, about the suitcase. You are the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else out about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it? There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there? Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase? Yes, I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I had designed were selling. I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care. But I really wanted to know. And I was glad to see that it was the last one there. What? Wait, last one there? Wait, the other suitcase was already gone. The last one there. It wasn't the last one there. She came after the killer did. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Chip time. I just realized how weird it is that you can see me chewing on the screen, but you can't actually hear me chewing. That's super weird, right? Really good chips. Ah. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. So you're saying, Mrs. De Niro, that the suitcase in the question was the last one? Yes, they're just so popular they're practically flying off the shelves. Lady, I see your face twitching. I know you're lying to me. That's not exactly the impression I got. The one in the shop is most definitely the last one. Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase. Really? Then I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one. I didn't say anything about buying it. And say you'll buy it. Jeez, De Niro. Jeez. I'm sorry, I can't. But why? I think it would go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you. You're pale as a ghost. You're so pale. It'll melt right in. I guarantee it personally as a service professional. Well, that is... How should I put this? It's hideous. Edgeworth! What? Maybe that was a bit too direct. Moving on. Edgeworth. This is why you don't get anybody. This is why you can't get a boyfriend. This is why. Moving on. My issue with the suitcases isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining. Remaining? There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it. 2? But that's impossible! I'm sure there was only 1. Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction. When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only 1 suitcase left. Something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency? By the way, Miss De Niro, what is one of those suitcases doing here? That's... I thought you said there was only 1 left. That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now. She's used it for a long time? I think not. Mrs. De Niro, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me. Excuse me? I don't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time. You know, the price tag.
Take that!
Tell me, Miss De Niro, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase? What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about the suitcase? Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Miss De Niro, I think I understand. I know what you are trying to hide. Now then, the suitcase was originally in the flight shop. Seeing as the price tag is still on the suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought this suitcase was... you.
Take that!
It was you, wasn't it, Miss De Niro? I hate to say this, but the suitcase that you designed hasn't sold very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design you poured your heart into was selling, and were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right? Then the reason you went back to the shop and came back here was... I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe I had finally accomplished something. But the suitcases didn't sell. It's because of the design, isn't it? All because it is, as you put it, hideous. I can't say that they chose a great place in which to sell them either. We weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there, collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there, day in and day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked. You buy one every single time you work a flight? I see. So in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well. Yes, and here's my receipt for that purchase. This receipt is clearly timestamped 5:40 a.m. The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight. Mrs. De Niro, where are these other suitcases? They should all be down in the cargo hold. Then the suitcase the killer used could very well have come from the cargo hold. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think that the killer used one of my suitcases too? Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body. How could they? Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I ever wished for them to be. Mrs. De Niro, is there any other way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator? The only other way is just through that door there. And what about security? That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to. Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects. I can't believe it. Yes, Francisca. Going on these wild goose chases. You're a disgrace to the Von Karma name. What? And what do you mean by that? The suitcase came from the cargo hold. The fact alone tells the whole story. Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used their keycard. Miles Edgeworth! You're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct? Yes, that's the only realistic possibility. That other attendant, Miss Meal. I asked her earlier, and she had these to say. Francisca got information out of Miss Meal? In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different keycard is required. A different one. Yes, and the only person who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhoda Tinira, and only you. Ah! What? Is this true, Miss Teniro? Yes, I keep that keycard in my locker at all times. Could you please show us that card right now? Yes, hold on. It's not going to be in there. Ah! I don't believe it. What's wrong? The keycard! It's gone! What? Very clever. Pretending that your card was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You've really thought this through. Wait, it's not like that. You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman. Yes, ma'am. Mr. Edgeworth! Wait. What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face. Francisca, I know that you are the lead investigator on this case, however... Hold it! Don't even think about wasting any more of my time. What? You know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't the courtroom, that basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miles Edgeworth? I intend to do likewise. You can literally just check. What? You can literally just check if it's actually in there. Why did you just walk away? The door was... I'm gonna eat more chips. Good soup. That's only a little bit frustrating. Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? And off he goes like a puppy. It's so big! Oh, wow. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and a super ultra luxurious first class seating. So is this the real scene of the murder? There is certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Okay, let's get investigating, sir. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look at this elevator. Oh, I just love pushing the buttons on elevators. And crosswalk signals. Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it. The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, Detective. It can't move. Oh, yeah, I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now. Oh my goodness. He's such a big puppy. I love him. Well, and nothing would happen normally anyway without the special key card. Both the door to the attendance room and the elevator's control panels require a key card, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here. All sorts of boxes are piled up here. This one says flammable, and this one it says pharmaceuticals. This one says for exorcism use only. Oh, that's Edgeworth. This one says for exorcism use only. Just what kind of operation is this airline running? Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal? It's what the victim checked in, sir. So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'll mind if we took a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file. And there's a photo of Mrs. Von Karma in it, sir. It looks like a profile on Francisca. Whoa, wait, why did he have a profile on Francisca? What? Eh? Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her? Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth! It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair! These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over. This paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy. You would like it. Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness. You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200? I think I'll pass. And Miss De Niro wonders why they don't sell. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Although, it definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? That's a bunch of glass fragments. Oh! From where they took the thing. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so. He just admitted he has puppy eyes. Okay. Is there anything more over here? Nope. Okay. Let's talk to you. Have you noticed anything strange happening around here? No, sir. I haven't noticed a thing. I'm not sure that he meant to sound so oblivious. Okay, Francesca. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And then you immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides this murder. Yes, I was. Why at this airport? Yeah. I've been following a very large and involved governmental-level international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So, it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Interesting. Interpol is involved. It's a top-secret operation, so I really can't tell you anything more than I already have. Yeah, why does he have a file on you? Where's the file? What the fuck? not ask her why he has a file on her? What? Oh! FQ. Oh! That's where the glass shards came from. Oh! That makes sense. They look pretty big for glasses. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses' lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Gumshoe, my beautiful, beautiful boy. Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. Is this connected? Yeah. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francisca? Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir. Francisca said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her? Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was in actuality Interpol Agent Hicks. I think Francisca has some explaining to do. Francisca? You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. But it looks like we got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent, then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. He went undercover to investigate this crime, and it was I who put him on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold. But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it. Ow! Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation? No, unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see. But this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. Oh, whoops, wrong character. That's fine. Francisca can be man for a second. Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glasses fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases, and they entered the elevator. But while they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense sinking, the suitcase popped open, and an Agent Hicks' body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage. What? Ellie, sir? I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenero. Okay. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have showed Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the keycard that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Mrs. Rhoda Tenero. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you? She couldn't have been here doing that. I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. It's highly unlikely that the key got stolen. It's highly likely. Is that the possibility the best you could come up with? Okay. Okay. But it happened after the turbulence. But it happened after the turbulence. Man, this is difficult. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, chat. Do I need to press more? There's not a single flaw in Francesca's reasoning. However, there must be something I can work with that I can draw out of her. Okay, I still need to press her. Why would such an important things like the keycard be entrusted to only one person? According to Kemi Meal, Lord Snare is in charge of most of the important stuff. And what exactly is Miss Meal in charge of? Shutting it up with that foolish captain, apparently. She was being foolishly foolish that I didn't want to ask her what her other duties were. I understand how you feel, but whipping me just now was uncalled for. In the end, the only one who could have let Agent Hicks into the hold was Rhoda Teniro.
Hold it!
Objection!
Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. If you must keep on insisting that it's a fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Ah, she's got a point. Speechless. I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. I've got plenty of... Ooh, I got plenty of time. Dang it. I don't know. Maybe the body? No? The body. Francesca, I think you were too tripped to jump to your conclusions. Oh, was I? Yes, we don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see if the wound on Agent Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon? Oh. Scruffy! Yes, sir! Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hick's autopsy. Yes, sir! Okay. Eating chips time. What? What do you mean we got a problem? We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What is it, detective? They're still doing the autopsy, but they said they already know this one thing for sure. Report, now. The doc said it's one giant bruise from a beating on his shoulder down to his mid-back. From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back. He was beaten over such a wide area? Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir. Scruffy, what is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to be? Well, that's, yeah, no. Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, Detective? Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir. You're completely useless. Jesus! It's not his fault. Ouch! Sir, I told you already, you can't go down there. No, you remove yourself from my way. What is all that racket? Oh, it's this asshole. My luggage, my cargo, they're mine, and I demand you return them to me. We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience. I suppose there is no choice. Finally, I think he get... hey, what are you... You have let me have a choice or use strong force. Ah! You won't get past me. Wait, this is... Wait, that's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about. Further, there's the matter of the key to the displaced case that held the murderous bank. After all, you know that we searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. The doc said that is one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. He fell! Chat, he fell! Ugh. Okay. Finished eating my chips. Nom nom. Maybe this. Please? Damn it. Maybe? Damn it. I hate just like slapping shit together. Damn it! What am I doing wrong? Weapon couldn't be found. Maybe this, please? I really don't want a game over here. Dang it! What is going on? Damn it. Maybe? Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many, many times over, which is why there is extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning, because normally it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. What was all that about? Was he trying to jump his way down here? Francesca. What? What do you want? I found it, Francesca. I found the real murder weapon. You did? He really jumped? We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time. He might be hurt. We should go check up on him, sirs. There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should really learn to drop that habit. This coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across. Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence. You two aren't listening at all, are you? Come on then, show me this real murder weapon you speak of. This is the real murder weapon. Oh, whoops. I fucked up. Chat, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Take that!
I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. Yeah, I know I fucked up. Yeah. Yep, I know. Yep, I fucked up. I don't have any evidence to show you. Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show? Perhaps I should have phrased it as that which caused Agent Hicks' death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what was the real cause of death. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. He fell to his death? Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back, and the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death. But the murder happened inside this plane! I know. Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane from which he could have fallen apart? As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time. You can't mean... Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of these stairs in this very cargo hold. What? Then... We're in trouble! We may have a second death on our hands, sirs! Hey, you! Tell me you aren't dead, pal! Quiet! Why are you screaming? Ugh! He's alive! And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that. I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances. The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean? Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then? He would have been a Barginian pancake for sure, sir. I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo box is there. So there is no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios. It may be there now, but there's no proof it was always there. Ha! As if there could have been a window of time which the giant box was not there. Ah, but there was. What? That's not in the cargo hold. Yes, this.
Take that!
You refueled in the Republic of Zhengfa? Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zhengfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was the only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question. Ah! It's labeled Zhengfa Express! Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Zhengfa. Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time? It would mean that the box was not there in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the flight, making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible. Ah, but your theory is still very far-fetched. Then allow me to have a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. This is a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Aleph Red Statue? Never heard of it. Nor I, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Then let's get investigating, sir. Oh, LeBlanc is going crazy again. What? LeBlanc? Look here, do not go about touching my possessions without my permission. Ach, don't rush up on me like that, pal. So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him. The leftover suitcases sit here lined up in two pretty neat rows. Too bad for Mrs. De Niro, but this design is unmarketable. I'd buy one if it was cheaper, sir. Do you think they sell it to me at a discount? Oh, or why don't they sell them in the airport and have a bargain basement sale? Buy one, get one free. If you win the raffle, you get one more for free. How about those ideas, sir? I think if they did that, everyone would lose. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc. Of course it is mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. Yes, a Aleph Red Statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much, much more. Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. 10 million cents? I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packages of noodles that makes, Detective. Oh, we love a man who knows his noodles. Darn, how'd you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year. It's because I'm in love with you, Although I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place. I changed my mind. Apparently, he's just that rude. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents, is that in euros or dollars? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, there's a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer. It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching. Oh, great. Can we talk to Francesca? If I may have a word with you, Francesca. I don't think you have the time for idle chatter. You still need to prove to me that your hypothetical situation is in fact reality. Ah, shit. So I have to press him about something. Why do you show me something of Dovat? Show me the bread first, and maybe we will talk. Wait, he wants me to pay him before he'll comment on this? Maybe if I present it? No. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing. Yeah. It's the same chap. We have this stuff over here. Yeah. We're not allowed to chat with him. I have to present you a piece of evidence. I know that. Just what? What piece of evidence? Okay, no. Where? I assure you it wasn't me. I believe it to be the work of the killer. I will teach that killer a lesson. You can be sure I will. It will be the LeBlanc Revolution. I think he meant the LeBlanc Retribution, but either way it sounds intimidating. What? Chat, what am I supposed to do? I can't talk to Francesca. Maybe I can convince the police officer? If you spot anything off, you come and tell me right away, okay, pal? Roger, sir. It's rather unusual for Gumshoe to be so directing. He must outrank this officer. If you run into any trouble, you just leave it up to me, okay? Yes, sir. Ah, watch out, Detective Gumshoe. Ow! Scruffy, I think your ego is in need of some deflating. I was following in your footsteps, sir. I want to try patronizing my subordinates. Cruel and unforgiving to the detective, even in front of his own subordinate. Okay, maybe I gotta... Please let this be... Yes! If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Singva. I think I need to question him a bit further. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake. What? How dare you say my art is a fake? I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring. Don't you say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here. You mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, why did you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. I can't read this. What does it say? It says at latest day, the cargo was put onto the plane in Europe. And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in the certificate. No, that's... Which means that there was never a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there. I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself. Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see that I am right. This... I know I've seen this somewhere before. This is the Ale of Red? It gives off such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it. This statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at the museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it. It's the same one. I believe a closer look is warranted here. So this is the infamous Ale of Red statue. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something? There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail. Why is it red? Should it damn orange? Oh, there's something supposed to be this color. Is it possible the statue was a fake? Oh, sparkling, maybe more along the lines of dully shining. Yeah. What's this? The statue looks like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. It kind of resembles its owner's attitude in a sense. Yo, what did you say just now? Brother, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone. It's too expensive for me to allow that to happen. Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate. Why should I forgive the trespasses? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it. Oh, whoops. Can I go up, please? Thank you. Yep, it is.
Eureka!
Those eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in that field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill. I don't care about sunsets. Focus! Detective, what color are the eyes in this photo? Huh? Ah, sir! They're red! As I thought, the statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc. What do you want? Do you not know that I am a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer. Ailey Fred, I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not? It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago. Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is going to be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but... What is it? Sympathy? For what? We'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes. That large fellow there has bright and pretty eyes compared to you. I'm not talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo. Why the sudden yelling? Now then... Oh. It is a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake. A fake? I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhengfa, and I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. Yep. A cloth. What's this? Stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. I keep on... Yep, I don't care about your hem being stepped on. I really don't. Deuce. How could it have been brought on in Europe?
Eureka!
I'm not entirely confident that there is a contradiction here. What do you think, Detective? Well, I think it's really suspicious looking, sir. Well, cut change. I see. What? 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 But right here. What? What? But how could it have been brought on in Europe when Oh, maybe it's this?
Eureka!
There is clearly a contradiction here. What are you going on about? It is just a simple case of a cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo. That's not possible. But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth, supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zhengfa. There is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe, which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhengfa. But then, what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There is only one reason why, to secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight. So you say, but I don't believe you had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all of the cargo after the plane landed. That may be true, however you have it backwards, Francesca. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed, but he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall into the statue's owner. who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means that there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. Did it! Oh, thank God. I thought I was gonna die there. I thought I was done. I thought I was gone for. I guess the victim knew that the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Yes, while this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhengfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe Zhengfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death. Officer, move this statue immediately. I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath. Now! Miss Von Gorma, I'm ready to report my findings. Go on. After moving the Alifrat statue out of the way, we tested the area underneath it with luminol and there was a reaction. Yep. I see, there was a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot. Can we stop looking at it now, sirs? It would seem that my deductions were correct after all. I suppose it would appear that way. The culprit cleaned the blood up well. And how do you think the killer did that? Easy. The cloth.
Take that!
The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess. I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed at Zhengfa. Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover. So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed at Zhengfa? There is no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder, but if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. Murder occurred before we landed in Zhengfa, that this becomes highly suspect. Recall Miss Mule's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhengfa. I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m. She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but that totally contradicts the facts, sir. And why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Mule herself. Let's go talk to Miss Mule. Let's go ahead and put it here. Yay! It's now time for the moment we've all been waiting for!